Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about how stress affects the human body. Everyone experiences stress, whether it's caused by a deadline, a financial burden, or an unexpected life event. Stress is a universal part of being human. However, many people underestimate just how deeply stress can affect the body. According to the Mayo Clinic, the long-term activation of the stress response and too much exposure to cortisol and other stress hormones can disrupt almost all of the body's systems. Understanding how stress impacts the human body is essential for maintaining both mental and physical health. Today, I'll explain how stress works, how it affects different body systems, and what happens when stress becomes chronic. The human stress response is an ancient survival method designed to keep us out of danger. When the brain perceives a threat, it activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, or HPA axis, which releases hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare the body for fight or flight by increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and energy levels. This reaction is helpful in short bursts, such as when we face a real emergency, but can be harmful when triggered too often. One of my sources explains that the body's acute stress response can be compared to pressing the accelerator on a car. It gives a temporary boost of power, but if the accelerator is pressed constantly, the system begins to wear out. This analogy can help illustrate why short-term stress can be beneficial, but chronic stress can lead to exhaustion and breakdown in various body systems. In small doses, stress can enhance performance and focus. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health notes that during moments of stress, your heart rate increases, your breathing quickens, your muscles tighten, and your blood pressure rises. These changes are temporary and can usually return to normal once the stressful situation has passed. For example, feeling nervous before an exam can help sharpen your attention, but the body needs time to recover after. However, frequent exposure to stress without recovery can begin to damage the body. The American Institute of Stress highlights that stress affects the body by triggering responses from the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems. When this happens repeatedly, the body's natural balance becomes disrupted, leading to fatigue, headaches, and weakened immunity. While short-term stress can be adaptive, chronic stress has dangerous consequences. Over time, persistent stress keeps cortisol levels elevated, which can impair memory, digestion, and cardiovascular health. The Mayo Clinic also explains that chronic stress contributes to conditions such as anxiety, depression, heart disease, and even sleep problems. These effects demonstrate that stress is not just a mental issue, but it also has physical consequences as well. My source also emphasizes that prolonged stress leads to dysregulation of virtually every physiological system in the body. This includes the immune system, which becomes less effective at fighting off infection. As the body continues to respond as if it is in constant danger, the stress response becomes maladaptive, increasing the risk for chronic illness and burnout. While stress cannot be completely avoided, it can be managed. According to the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, practices such as mindfulness, meditation, exercise, and social support have been shown to reduce stress and promote relaxation. These techniques help regulate the stress responses and restore the body's equilibrium. Learning to recognize early signs of stress and using a healthy coping mechanism can prevent long-term damage. Stress will always be a part of our lives, but understanding its effects can help us to take better care of ourselves. By learning to manage stress through healthy habits, we can protect both our mental and physical well-being while ensuring that our bodies don't pay the price of our busy lives. Thank you.